the mother load for you today, honey, all right? First up, all the evidence points to loving this guest. From Law and Order, SVU, Tamara Tunie is here. Did I say that right? I always get confused because, you know, we got our little Tam here. Plus, to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, we brought back one of our favorite moms to show us the perfect meal for any fiesta. Yes, Chef Lala is back. I'm excited about that because I'm hungry, honey.
I'm always hungry.
Yes, and later we'll introduce you to a mom who's got a very special message for the estranged daughter she hasn't seen in 3 years. So settle in and grab your tissues, everybody, because it's about to go down, and I cannot wait.
Me too.
Hi, my ladies. Good morning.
Hey.
I'm so ready for some girl chit-chat.
I know. We're missing Tamara.
We are. She's always here, though, in spirit. Always. No matter
Always
what. We
here.
just want to make sure she takes good care of herself.
She needs to hurry back because I got to sit next to her. I don't know if it's going to last.
Lonnie's kidding.
You tried it because you enjoy it.
Well, as you guys know, Mother's Day is this weekend.
Yes.
I'm still, like, figuring out what I'm going to get my mom. Do you guys know already?
Yeah,
Her
kinda.
present?
I
Okay.
do too.
A little.
Well, to commemorate our mothers, each day this week, we're sharing some of the best advice we've gotten from our mamas in what we like to call Mama Knows Best.
Yes.
But she does. Yay! Big shout out to our moms. And today it's my turn. All right. So we all know Mama Mai. She's very opinionated. She never holds back. And I'll tell you this much, you guys. As I was growing up, she always encouraged me to celebrate my self-identity.
Yeah.
The only reason why I know how to put a pair of pants and a shirt together and bring out my own style is because of my mom.
Yeah.
Because she didn't speak English well, and so she only knew how to show off who she was through the way that she looked.
Wow.
So I learned very early on that it takes people less than 3 seconds to judge what kind of person you are through the way that you look. So even though we didn't have a lot of money, she taught me how to press your shirt and make sure to tuck things in well so that you look presentable, to get that job, to get that man that you deserve, to get the type of respect that people should give you. So truly today, the entire reason why I have a career in fashion and can be here on this table is because of my mother. So when it comes to my career, she told me one thing. Your real friends and family will always understand that work will not always be there for you, especially in our jobs. You know, in our jobs in this industry, somebody is always there to try to take your place. And this type of job that we have, you have to work at it every single day to keep your role.
That's right.
So my mom really taught me, don't be apologetic about accepting your job because we as a family, we got you. And don't be afraid of missing a birthday party. Don't be afraid if you can't come home every summer. Do that, and then you'll find the friends and the man that understands that too, and I have that today. So I thank you so much, Mama Mai, for understanding how long it took for me to get here.
Because you did it and you are successful, do you ever feel like you missed out because you have put your career first?
I've never had to miss out on anything too major. But having your family's back to know that, oh my gosh, am I going to take this big job opportunity? Or sometimes you sign contracts to take on a job and you can't leave it. My family has always made me feel like I've never missed anything. Even if it's technology, they put me in on FaceTime.
Yeah, but do you feel like you
Do I?
Because I think I know what she means as an adult.
Yeah.
But like, you know, growing up and things like that and still trying to figure out who you are as a woman and still trying to, you know, everybody get lonely, everybody want a man, honey. Let's just be real about it. You know, and everybody still want their dreams and aspirations.
Right.
Then, did you feel like you was missing out on anything?
Good question. I never did, because my biggest dream was to find a place for myself where I could build a career and take care of my family. And I'm the oldest. I'm kind of the breadwinner in my family, you know? So I want to make sure they're taken care of first, and then find the man, which I did, who understands my job.
That's right.
And now I can enjoy my life. I want to live, work, and enjoy it, and then take care of my family and enjoy the rest of it after that.
Because, see, my family, you know what? They want me to keep my job so they can borrow money from me.
Stop it, Lonnie.
They don't care if I call.
I believe it.
You know, and then my mama, whatever event I miss, she calls me at 6 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Yeah.
And lets me know what happened, the whole detail from
Yes.
the beginning of the event to the end. You know Uncle Ray got drunk, okay?
Yeah.
You know that, all right? He acted a fool. And so I don't miss out on anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, because you need them to have that support. My mama, for a while, she didn't understand why I wanted to become a comic.
Really?
Because I was an engineer. That was I had to lie for a little bit.
And it's hard to define that, too. How do you tell your mom that you could earn a living making people laugh?
Yeah, but she didn't understand that.
Right.
She like, wait a minute, this is a good job you got. You got benefits, you got benefits,
Yes.
you got benefits.
Right.
Like, I was like, you know,
Yes.
it was a hard conversation that day, you know.
I remember having to borrow my mom's car to actually fill it with clothing because I was putting together for a cover for Alicia Keys. And I had no car because I was driving a janky Golf. It was not cool. And so I had to borrow our family van and load it up with a lot of clothes and racks because, you know, you don't have a budget, so you use your own credit card as a stylist.
Right.
So I filled it up with her clothes and drove it over there. And that's what when your parents support you to get to your dream, that's the best kind of parent you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy enough, but I think culturally and in my family, I always was taught family first, family first, family first. And
Even though your mom worked so hard raising you guys.
but it was for the purpose of providing for family,
Family.
which my mom always wanted me to have stability. And I think that's why she worked hard to provide stability for me and my sister.
Yeah.
And she wanted us to go to college. And I think that was education and that was what was important to her. So when I moved out of my parents' house at 15 years old to join my first group, 3LW, I for sure felt like I missed out on so much. I was supposed to be my cousin Gigi's bridesmaid, and at the last minute, we ended up getting on the TRL tour as 3LW, and I had to pull out of a wedding.
Wow.
Like, those are the moments that I felt like I really, really missed out.
Yeah.
Thank God, yes, they understood, and yes, they're proud of me, but it wasn't until just recently when I did the cover of Latina magazine that my mom sat me down and said, even though they say mama knows best, she said she was grateful that I never took her advice. And
That deserves a
That's really
huge
nice.
applause.
she said that actually was the best compliment to her as a parent, that she raised me well enough to do what I wanted to do, and that coming full circle, I actually taught her a lesson.
My mama did her best to try to stop me from being a comic. She used to come to my shows and heckle me.
No, she wouldn't.
She
Lonnie.
would sit in the front, and I would try to do my little jokes. She said, you ain't funny. I'm like, what? And then she tried to act like she wasn't my mama. I'm like, mama, I ain't your, who your mama?
You know what?
You know, and this is like a black thing. She figured I made it when she saw me in Jet magazine.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
saw me in Jet. Oh,
Mama, I made it.
You done made it.
Mama, I made it.
my baby in Jet. She's
That's
funny.
hilarious. Now, see, my mom is right in between where Jeannie mom is and where Adrian's mom is because, you know, my mom always would teach us, okay, yes, go for your goals, but don't miss out on life. You know what I mean? Don't miss out on the things that can mold you and shape you to become, you know, a woman. You know what I mean? And your
and
own
fulfill.
individual woman, because you kind of have to go through trial and error to
Right.
become who you know, really are.
Yes.
So for me, I know that my mom, she raised all of us meaning 6 kids, yes,
Oof.
all by the same father. God bless them both.
Okay.
But, you know, she stayed at home and she raised us all. And then after I became, you know, of age where my older sister, Tony, could, you know, kind of watch all of us, she went back to school.
Oh.
She went back to school. She got a degree.
Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
she went to hair school. She taught hair. And so for me, that was my lesson. Like you know how as a young girl, you look at another woman and you're like, oh, I want to be like her. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter how old I am or what I'm doing in my life. I can always make it. You know what I mean? Because she never let her dream and her goal go.
Wow.
So that's where I get, you know, my ambition from, because I saw my mom go back to school and do everything she wanted to do. All she really wanted to do was teach hair and curl some hair, honey, put some
that's
fuse in.
boss
And
right
she
there.
did it. And so I commend
See,
her for
that's
That's awesome.
great.
It doesn't always go in the order that you plan.
Right.
You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
yep.
people always put this like blueprint on how your life goes.
Yeah.
It never is the way you planned.
But what about, like, for you, if Logan wants to, you know, follow in your footsteps?
Well, you know what, Lonnie? Honestly, where would I be without a story to tell? You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell my son, you know what, don't do what your mom did, because I feel like I have a success story. I had my heart broken. I've had my heart mended, you know, and I feel like I've reached a few dreams and a few goals. And who's to say that he can't do the same thing? I'd be less than a mother if I told my son, oh, no, you best to go to school, and you go to school, you graduate, and you go straight to work, and you do nothing else with your life. That's boring. I don't want no man like that. I want a man who's been through something. No, so when times get tough, we can survive.
That's
You know,
right.
we can't just survive because is he book smart? You got to know a little bit about the street a little bit.
A little bit.
You know?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
We got to make it through because really, honestly, like Adrian was saying, it is not a blueprint, you know?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I do believe in going through the trials and tribulations of life and figuring things out on your own so you can have a story for your kids.
Yep, it's about
That's
the
true.
journey, and I think
is.
we forget that a lot of the time. When you're going through bad or good times, it's really about the journey getting there, and you have to enjoy the process. It's Cinco de Mayo, and it's time to celebrate. But margaritas and chips are so basic. So today, we're turning up your fiesta with some fabulously festive Latin dishes. So let's celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
We brought back Chef Lala to help us out. Hey, Chef Lala.
Hi, we're so happy to have you here.
I love the blinged hat.
Do you like it? You're
Thank
into it?
you.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
We got Delta for you. So besides Cinco de Mayo, we're also going to be celebrating Mother's Day this weekend.
Yes.
I know you have a son, Maddox.
I do. I am a single mom to a 9-year-old, so kids learn by example.
He is beautiful.
Yes.
So you're showing us how to make pork and plum kebabs, which sounds amazing, guys, right?
Wow.
And I think this is really gonna get the party popping because it's different, it's festive, and it just sounds amazing. So what do we do first?
We're gonna start off with some chilies. I chose some dried chilies, which you can get at your Mexican grocery store or even online. This is ancho and a pasilla chili. So we wanna dehydrate them. They're nice and sweet and a little spicy. So you wanna take all the seeds out. Then we're gonna transfer them into a blender with some water. Now, if you'd like, you could toast the chilies ahead of time. Also, you just put them on a little griddle for a couple minutes. Be careful not to burn them.
Okay, and I want to get in on the action too. So what can I throw in there?
So those tomatillos right there, you want to toast them again to get a nice smoky flavor with some onions and some garlic. And we're going to pop that into the blender as well.
I normally only use my blender for my margaritas during Cinco de Mayo.
Well, you know what? That's a good point because you got to make your margarita ahead of time so that it doesn't taste like chili.
Spicy.
So, and then that's what you're drinking while you're cooking because it comes out a little better that way.
Smart, very, very smart. Okay, so now what comes next?
So we're gonna add some plums. Now the plums are gonna make the sauce thick. It's also gonna give it a nice sweet flavor, but a little bit of a tart. We're gonna add some almonds. Now this is resembling a little bit like a mole. Moles are actually a sauce. Yeah. We wanna blend it till it's nice and smooth. Okay, so now we pour this into a skillet.
Does it smell good?
It's,
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
so pretty in color too.
Oh my gosh. We made that.
Yes, feeling so accomplished.
But remember when you're talking about chilies and spices, you want to cook them for a while so that you break down and it actually settles okay in your tummy.
Okay.
Yes. No, come on over here. We need some.
All right, yeah, because I see some meat going on over here. So what are we doing with this?
We have some pork and we're browning it. We want to make sure it's brown on all sides. And then we're going to make skewers.
Okay.
And here we go. And you know what? This is the best place to get your kids involved because they do what they want.
Nice. I love this.
So
Oh my God,
then
they're
when we're-
looking already so tasty.
They're so awesome. They're super easy. And then so what you want to do is you want to put them back into the sauce. So if you have a date coming over, this is like where you let them simmer, go fix your makeup, clean up a little bit.
Very
And
smart.
you know, sometimes if the food's cold and it's all dry, this is the best way to keep it nice and moist is you put it into a sauce.
Okay.
So it's a good date night meal
So
also.
Adrian's got her kebab in, mine's simmering. Now, I want to serve these up because I want to get to see how this plum sauce tastes.
Well, I already served some for you guys. And I like to keep it with a little bit of arugula. Arugula has a nice little peppery flavor to it with salt and lime.
Oh my God,
Olive
heaven.
oil. I think she likes them. What do you guys think?
This is delicious.
Absolutely delicious.
You guys, it's
Awesome.
so good.
That's awesome.
Wait, this ain't a party until we got a drink.
That's right. That's right.
Come on.
So I heard you guys love horchata, so I made you
Obsessed.
guys horchata.
No, I'm obsessed.
Thank you.
Horchata is actually made from rice. So what we do is we soak the rice in water and blend it with sugar and cinnamon. My mom likes to use condensed milk. I like to use a lower fat milk. Depends on what your tastes are, but look at you go at it. How is it?
This is so good. I love this stuff.
For 15 years, our next guest has been digging up dirt on some of TV's most talked about crimes, and we don't need any forensic evidence to prove how excited we are that she's here with us today. From Law and Order SVU, it's Tamara Tunie! over here and spin this heel, darling.
The heel.
Yes, the heel. Spin that heel.
I think it would have to be when I was in college. There was a local amusement park in my town. I'm from Pittsburgh originally. And so there's an amusement park there called Kennywood Park. And the mascot for the amusement park was a kangaroo. His name was Kenny Kangaroo. Well, at the time, I was a puppeteer at a puppet theater, so I had to step into the Kenny Kangaroo costume. So I was Kenny Kangaroo for a summer.
What kind of things did Kenny Kangaroo do?
Oh, he would sing. He would say, "I'm Kenny Kangaroo.
Oh,
I'm here to entertain you."
Yeah.
So imagine the big ears, and then I just embarrassed myself.
You said I enjoyed it all.
You did it like a champ.
And if you embarrass yourself, then you show making
love
up for it now. Because shows like NYPD Blue and 24, your characters have always seen its share of high body count. Now, we hear that you were actually prepared for that. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, well, ironically, I grew up in a funeral home.
Okay.
My what?
Like a regular person, that sounds like what?
Well, I mean, regular people run funeral homes.
Right.
You know, it's a
Yeah, but that
service.
business is dead.
It's a
you know.
service. Oh, see, stop. I couldn't resist. You know, and when my siblings and we got to be a certain age, we would help.
Okay.
And there were times when, you know, I did hair and makeup. You know,
Really?
yeah. And it was
So you beat dead faces.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But my father
You
always
know.
said, it's not the dead you have to worry about. It's the ones walking around on
Boom,
two legs.
boom, boom.
That's who you gotta watch out
I
for.
love that. Now, even though we just got a little taste of you singing, one of my favorite things about you is that you're also a Tony Award-winning singer.
Well,
Yes.
let me qualify that. I am a Tony Award-winning producer.
Right now.
Okay, but I am a singer, and I've been performing in nightclubs in the city, doing my cabaret, and right now we're working on a tour and going to some other cabaret clubs around the country. So I'm looking forward to doing more of that.
That is so awesome.
Yes.
Now, rumor has it that if you could have a duet with anybody, it involves a pop star that we're kind of all obsessed with. So please tell us.
Well, you know, it was Bruno Mars.
Yes.
I love
That is
Bruno
a-
Mars.
So do I.
You know, and you know, he's so talented.
Yes.
And he's been singing since he was 5 years old. And he comes from a family of performers.
Yeah.
So it was Bruno Mars. I love him. I think he's just amazingly talented.
That is so dope.
Well, congratulations on 15 seasons of Law and Order SVU.
Who knew? Who knew?
Why do you think, as a veteran, that the show is so successful?
The writing is fantastic. And then you have these incredible actors. In 47 minutes, you got the crime, the cops catch the criminal,
Yeah.
they go to court, you know, and that's comforting to people.
Exactly. You know, I was on the very first season of SVU.
You were.
I was a dead body.
You were.
Yes, she's
See,
not lying.
But I
you
didn't do
didn't
good.
hear me.
I was like, and I kept breathing. The director got mad. And I said, stop moving! I was,
When you came out here, I thought I was about to faint. I was so excited.
Yes.
It's my favorite show. Now, after that many seasons of the show, you've probably seen and heard every storyline you could have. But which one kind of scared you when reading it?
Well, yeah, they scared me, but probably not in the way that you guys are thinking. It scared me because I was reading through the script, and, you know, into the second act, my character got shot. And I said to the executive producer, what does this mean? Right. You know, and so then as they were wheeling me out at the end of the episode, I was saying to my colleagues around me, I was like, I'm not dead yet, you know, but what I wanted to say was, I'll see y'all next season.
Exactly. I hear that. Hilarious.
So we know that you're always working because aside from Law and Order SVU, you also play mother to the gorgeous Jason Momoa
yes.
on hit series Red Road.
He's beautiful.
Tell us about that job.
It's fantastic. The Red Road is a series on Sundance TV.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's a drama. It takes place in a fictional town in northern New Jersey. The communities in this town are the Native American mountain people and the townspeople. And so Jason Momoa and I are part of the Native American community. And I play the matriarch of that community.
Okay.
Wow.
And this season is just rocking. It's a wonderful, wonderful
Wow.
show.
we're here with the beautiful Tamara Tunie. Now, will somebody please tell me what's going on?
Calm down, Lonnie. I'm going to explain everything.
Okay.
Now, Tamara, on Law & Order, SVU, you're in the lab day and night searching for clues to crack down on some of the toughest cases. Well, I'm so happy you're here today because one of these ladies is guilty and I need your help to figure out which one is fibbing through their teeth. So let's nab that fibber in a fun game of Smooth Criminal. Listen carefully, folks. Before today's show, I specifically placed my last chocolate bar in the mini fridge located in my dressing room. After rehearsal, I noticed my tasty treat was missing. And I know nobody else was up near our dressing rooms, which means it has to be one of you.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Why are you looking at the fat girl?
Oh my God. Definitely don't look at me because I seriously didn't do it. I'm actually on a chocolate-free diet. Thank you very much.
Yes, because you have the wrong girl. Don't even look over here neither. I don't even eat chocolate like that.
And why would I steal chocolate when I got brown liquor and bacon in my dressing room?
Exactly. I'm done.
Do I need your help?
I
This is
do
ridiculous.
indeed, and I'm here to help you.
So I know one of these three ladies are not telling the truth, and I like to trust my girls, so I need some help.
All right.
Adrian, do you
Yes.
prefer milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Thought so. Tamar, where were you during the rehearsal?
At rehearsal.
Lonnie, do you prefer milk or dark chocolate?
It depends on the day of the week.
Okay, Adrian, did you like the chocolate bar?
Did I like it? I didn't have any.
Pause. Tamar, when was the last time you had chocolate?
Last night.
Lonnie, when was the last time you were in Jeannie's dressing room?
Never, okay?
Lies, she was there just last week.
Who do you think stole the chocolate from your fridge?
Oh, this is hard. I mean, see, they all seem guilty in some
I
certain
know.
way.
I'm going to have to say, based on my unique ability to discern the criminal, I'm going to have to say, Adrian.
What?
Look at that face. So, Adrian, are you gonna fess up or what?
Fess up about what?
Wait a minute, you guys. I just remembered. I had a security camera secretly installed in my room because I
my
knew
God.
that somebody would eat my
Jeannie
chocolate.
is so extra.
So, wait up.
Now, y'all know how close I am with my mother, so I cannot imagine having a falling out with her. Like, honestly, I have no idea what I would do. So, when this mom wrote in asking for help to fix her relationship with her daughter, you know we had to do it. Please welcome Delana Gaucho. Welcome to The Real Miss Delana. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Tell us about your relationship with your daughter.
I haven't seen my daughter in 3 years because she moved from New Orleans, Louisiana, out here to Long Beach, California. And it's been a distance between us. I found out she was gay, and I couldn't accept it at the time. I was just devastated. She didn't want to talk to me. She didn't want to speak to me anymore. And it's not that I have something against gay people. I just couldn't accept it at the time.
Miss Delana, why do you feel like now is the right time to apologize to your daughter?
Because I want her back in my life again. I was diagnosed with breast cancer last year, but just about 3 weeks ago, I found out it came back within 6 months.
I'm so sorry. Does she know that?
Yes, she does. She does. And like I said, I haven't seen her in 3 years. Wow. I love her. I miss her. And I just wanted to tell her I'm sorry.
If your daughter was right here, right now, what would you want to say to her?
I don't want to argue, go back and forth with her, arguing and fussing. I just want to be there for her, and I want her to be here for me.
I think that is beautiful. And I think you need to tell her live in person. So we brought her here for you. Akira Gaucho, come on out here, girl.
Oh my God.
It's been 3 years. 3 years.
Oh my God.
No, come on, calm down. I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
All right, let's sit down.
You thought I really wouldn't be here for you?
Oh my God.
Here.
Here, welcome to the Rio.
Oh, hi.
Hey,
Oh,
darling.
hi, lady.
Don't worry about us.
Don't worry about us. This is you guys' moment
I just
right
want
now.
you to be able to say what you want to say to your mom, to her face.
I want you back in my life.
Okay, and I want you back in my life.
Okay.
Okay. It's been I'm 28 years old. I'm gonna be like that for a while. I just want you to accept that.
Okay.
I know the first time I was not there like I should have been. I couldn't be strong that time. But this time I want to be there for you and be strong, and because I'm your only child, and I want you to know I love you so much because I know you think I do.
I love you too.
Thank you, guys.
You know what, ladies? I think you need this.
Here are these reset buttons.
Oh, okay.
I think you
Oh,
both need to hit
beautiful.
these buttons as a symbol that you are calling a truce, peace, clear the air, because life is way too short for either of you to be angry with one another.
Yes.
If you love each other this much, and it's obvious that you do,
Yes.
what do you think? Are you willing to just reset, hit the button, and start over?
Wait, 1, 2, 3. Reset!